Chapter 6: The Buffett Blueprint: How Simplicity and Routine Built an Empire. What if the key to billions wasn't hustle, but simplicity? Picture this. The man worth over $100 billion wakes up, slides into the same modest home he bought in 1958, drives himself in an old Cadillac, and heads to McDonald's. Every morning, without fail. And his biggest breakfast decision, whether the market's up or down, determines if he spends $2.61 or splurges on $3.17. This isn't just quirkiness. It's the operating system of Warren Buffett's life. A life of radical consistency, simplicity, and focus. And behind that simplicity, the most extraordinary growth story of modern times. Let me take you behind the scenes. The power of simple routines. Buffett is living proof that your habits shape your destiny. Where most billionaires chase exotic routines and dramatic schedules, Buffett does almost nothing extraordinary, except the fact that he does it every single day. Here's his actual blueprint. Breakfast: cheap, predictable, consistent. Commute: alone, no driver. Time to think: office, same desk, same chair, for over 60 years. Agenda: empty. He fiercely guards his time. But most important of all, he reads. Constantly. Warren spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading newspapers, reports, books. Not skimming. Not scrolling Twitter. Deep reading. Concentrated study. Why? Because Buffett understands a truth most of us miss. Knowledge compounds faster than money. Every book, every annual report, every market analysis. These are seeds. And over decades, they bloom into insight. And insight, that's where the real money is made. As Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. And when you think about it, he's not just talking about investing. He's talking about yourself. The art of saying no. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Buffett's calendar is shockingly empty. Why? Because Warren has mastered the most underrated skill of success. Saying no. No to meetings. No to distractions. No to anything that doesn't move him closer to his goals. It's how he protects his most valuable asset. His attention. Charlie Munger, Buffett's longtime partner, once summed it up perfectly. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. In other words, Warren Buffett doesn't do more. He does less, but he does the right things. Religiously. Every single day. Living below your means. And perhaps the most astonishing part of Buffett's blueprint, the man lives like someone with 1% of his net worth. Same house for over 60 years. No yachts. No private islands. No flashy watches or designer suits. Why? Because to Warren, wealth isn't about spending. It's about freedom. Freedom to read, think, and do work he loves. This is the part most people miss. Wealth is not the cars, not the vacations, not the status symbols. It's waking up every day and owning your time. Living on your terms. Doing what you love, with zero pressure to impress anyone else. And that's the Buffett blueprint. Simple, focused, purposeful. And you know what? You can copy it. Here's how to get started. 1. Build a morning routine that calms your mind. 2. Create space in your calendar to think deeply. 3. Prioritize reading like your net worth depends on it. Because it does. 4. Cut out the noise. Say no more often. 5. Spend less. Value freedom over flash. Before we continue, take a moment and reflect. What's one daily habit you can remove to reclaim your focus? Where in your life can you choose simplicity over chaos? What would happen if you treated knowledge as your greatest investment? Go ahead, write it down. Because in Chapter 7, we're going even deeper. Now that you know how Buffett lives, we'll break down exactly how you can apply his investing strategies to your own financial life, step by step. Buffett built his fortune by staying calm in chaos. But how does he keep his wealth growing? Chapter 7 reveals his daily habits and mindset for long-term success. Don't miss it.